Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to an episode of Dear Chiquis. If this is your first time listening or watching, thank you so much. This podcast is about people sending in their questions about anything and everything, and then I answer it, giving them my best advice. So let's get started, okay? Our first question comes from Melissa. Let's see.
Hi, Chiquis. I am from Florida. I'm actually Brazilian. I'm not Mexican. But I love your music. I love your mom's music. She was actually the first person that I ever heard in the Mexican music world. I'm actually married to a Mexican as well, so he's the one that kind of put me on. But my question to you is, how can I embrace my feminine side? I feel like I'm just this big, tough girl woman, because I was raised with my brother. You know, he taught me how to be tough. My dad taught me how to be tough. And I just feel like I'm just so tough where I just want to be soft. Like, I want to be that girly. I want to be more feminine. I want to be, very cute, very all this stuff, and very aesthetic in a way. I just don't want to be this person that's all big and bad, like I just want to be more feminine. And I love getting my nails done, my hair is done. I just feel like there's something more that I just don't know how to lock in. And I mean, I have no problem being chingona as fuck, but like, I just want to be more feminine too. Like, I drive big trucks, I do all this stuff, I work in construction. I don't want that to overpower me and overpower my feminine. So how can I change?
Girl, you are a badass, Melissa, first of all. And I really want to go to Brazil. Have you been to Brazil? I want to go to Brazil. Anyways, but I'm glad that you love the Mexicanos. Okay, I think it's pretty badass that you drive a truck and that you work in construction, girl. Like, whoa. I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman being, I guess, tomboyish, for the lack of a better word. I think that that's attractive, Yes, I understand that you want to be more feminine. I get that. I had to learn because I would always step into like my masculine energy. And if you want to be in a relationship with a man, you have to learn to be a little more cutesy, and demure with how you speak and certain things. So I've had to learn myself. I love the fact that you get your nails done, you love to get your hair done, all that good stuff. Do you wear dresses? Maybe wear high heels? Have you ever taken an etiquette class? I think an etiquette class would be cool. I want to take one, actually. I think etiquette classes will definitely help with kind of being more in touch with that feminine side. But I think if you work around dudes all the time and everything, like, it's going to be a little hard. But again, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's actually, like I said, really sexy. But try etiquette classes. Another thing would be music, like very sexy music that's going to make you like feel like in touch with your like feminine side. Meditation too. You guys know I'm a huge advocate for meditation and therapy, but medication could definitely help you. Like, if you are focusing on the feminine energy, for it to be downloaded, it'll take some time, because I think you are who you are and you shouldn't want to change that completely, but you can step into your feminine a little bit for sure. But you, I don't know. I'm going to look into that, but hopefully my advice helped a little bit or helps a little bit. Keep us updated. I'd love to hear from you again, Melissa, but I think you sound like a pretty badass girl. So don't try to change too much. Okay. Next question comes from Chantel.
Hey, Chiquis, it's Chantel. You've answered a few of my questions in the past, but I have a new question for you. So I was going through TikTok and I saw that scene where your mom had her taco truck. First of all, that was so iconic. I think seeing you and your cousin, and I think Johnny in the back almost falling while she was driving is just absolutely hilarious and awesome. However, just hearing how all the fans were talking about how good the tacos were and how she like shut the people up in the radio saying that, no, this isn't a real taco because she had lettuce in them, made me crave it. So my question is, would you and your siblings ever consider making a taco truck in your mom's honor? Seeing that you guys are her kids, you guys probably have the same sazon that she did. So I'm just curious because I'm a foodie. Anyways, girl, love you. Keep doing you. Sending love your way. Bye.
Oh, you're so cute, Chantel. It's funny because when I read your name, I thought, I know that I've said this name a couple of times. So thank you so much for being a fan of Dear Chiquis. We appreciate you very much. Round of applause for Chantel, guys, please. Woo! It's like 10 of us in here right now. So thank you, Chantel. And talking about tacos la gran señora. Oh my gosh. Dude, a lot of people don't know this, but my mom was a pretty good cook. She didn't cook often, but when she did, it was delicious. And I have the recipe to that salsa because the salsa on top of the tacos is what made the taco. Because yes, they were very, very different. It was like meat, lettuce, crema, a little bit of queso, and then the salsa. Delicious. I've never thought about opening up that truck again, but it's not a bad idea. Maybe we should call it like a Jenny taco or something like that. Like I don't know. I have to talk to my siblings, but I definitely, I like the idea. I like the idea. I will definitely think about it. I said definitely like 3 times, but definitely. I like the question. So let me think, but they are really good. Those tacos were really good. I miss my mom's cooking. And then the tortilla was kind of like grilled a little bit, like not grilled, but like, anyways, they were really good. So yeah. Oh, maybe I'll talk to my cousin. Maybe she'll do it. We'll see. Okay. Thank you, Chantel, again for your question. We love you. All right. So third question comes from Kate. Let's see what Kate has to say.
Hi, Chiquis. I'm just going to say my name's Kate to keep it kind of anonymous. First and foremost, I wanted to say that I love you and I love what you're doing because I think it's hella inspirational to give people the opportunity to get advice from you. My first question kind of relates to your book, Perdón. I went through a similar situation as you did as a child from ages 8 to 16 at the hands of my older brother's best friend, and nobody knew about it until I was forced to tell my mom when I was 16 and struggling at school. I'm 23 now and I still struggle a lot, but since it's super taboo in our culture to talk about things like that, me and my mom only talked about it that one time and that was it. So now that I'm 23, I'm being pressured to be in relationships and stuff. My mom was always asking me like, why is your relationships failing? Why does it never last and stuff? But I feel like when I get to the point of intimacy, I get scared, and you mentioned that in your book. So I was wondering how you got over that. Like, even the word sex makes me uncomfortable. I feel like every man I'm ever talking to, that's all they want. Even though half the time it's probably not, but I'm always self-sabotaging. And I just wanted to know how you got over that and your point of view from now, from when you wrote the book. Because I know you say how you got over it in the book, but I just wanted to know, like, what you're thinking now, what's kind of like your view of it and stuff. But I don't know. I just feel really pressured and just wondering what you're thinking. But anyways, thank you so much. I love you. Bye.
Kate, thank you, first of all, for your question. And I understand you changing your name. I totally get that. I respect it. You sound like a very, very smart young lady. First of all, you're very young. So be patient with yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. This is not something that is going to heal or maybe ever go away. I'm still dealing with it. You know, I just saw my dad for the first time in I don't know how many years, 17 years. And I thought I was over it. So it takes some time. Again, you're very young. Don't let anybody pressure you. I think you need to talk to your mom and tell her, please, mom, because you're still so young. Your 20s are when you're supposed to just really figure out who you are, what you want to do in life. There is absolutely no rush. And I think you need to tell your mom, can you just, in other words, lay off a little bit in a nice way, respectful way, of course. But I'm not ready to date. I don't want to date. Do you remember? Maybe you should tell her, mom, do you remember what happened to me? I know you don't really like to talk about it, but that's something I'm still dealing with. So I would really appreciate if you would just have patience and give me the time that I need. I don't know if you've already started therapy, but therapy is something that definitely helped me. And what you say about guys just wanting sex, that's for a long time what I thought. And that's why I went as far as like seeing if girls was something that I wanted to do. And I tried that for a year. And then I realized that I like guys. I think it's just also finding the right person. It took me so long to find the right person to make me feel comfortable and step into my sexuality. And, you know, it takes time. You have to heal. Be patient with yourself as well. And earlier I said, be compassionate. Like, this is a process. This is not something you could be like, oh, I'm over it. It's going to take some time. So don't rush anything and wait until you will find that person that's going to make you feel comfortable. And it took me so many years. You know, I had to kiss a lot of froggies to finally get my prince. So, you know, just take your time and go to therapy. Do therapy. Therapy helped me a lot. Life coaching. Therapy and life coaching are very different. So try therapy, then life coaching, and that'll definitely help you. And I know that SA affects all of us in different ways. So we can't compare ourselves to someone else's process and, vice versa. It's just the first step is being self-aware. And you sound very, very in tune with your feelings. You sound like a very smart young lady. So be proud of that. You're aware of what's happening. I think it's just you vocalizing to your mom and to anyone else that is pressuring you, because you shouldn't feel pressure to be in a relationship. Again, you're very young. So I think just putting that to the side and vocalizing it and letting people know where you are is going to give you power and that room and that space, that soul space to step into your own and to heal this, because you can and you will. You will. I promise you. This will make you a stronger person and it'll help you help other people. I think when you start looking at it from the outside in and saying, okay, how can I, with this experience, what I went through, something that was so traumatic and hurt me very much, how can I help others? That just changes things. And that's what helped me as well. Just survive that, from survivor to thriver, So with all those things that I said, I hope that I was able to help you, and just know that I'm with you. I understand what you're going through and you're not alone. Tell your mama. I think that's going to help you a lot, because we really care about what our parents say. And I think that that's probably what's really causing you and is affecting you. So have that conversation with your mom, babe. And keep us updated, please. Thank you, everyone, for listening to Dear Chiquis and for watching. We appreciate you very much. And we will catch you on the next episode of Dear Chiquis. If you have any questions of your own and you'd like to, have me answer them, go ahead and go on speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast. That is speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast. I love you guys. Nos vemos en la próxima. Peace and love. Peace and love. What? Peace. This is a production of iHeartRadio and My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcasts and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite shows.